Aloha and welcome. Tiki Tuesday Talks. Back here, spring now. Things are looking up, which is exciting. Let's get everybody on here. Hi, Monique. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Where are you calling from?
I am in New Jersey, technically, but I'm a New York City girl. You know.
Technically New Jersey.
Technically New Jersey, but if you ask me anytime, I'm in the city.
Where in New Jersey are you?
I am in a place called Cranford, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
a little bit
heard
outside of Union.
Okay.
I moved here when I was like, second wave of COVID is coming. I'm out.
Okay, there you go. Well, welcome to my old home state, and the home of Tiki by the Sea. We do it in Wildwood. I don't know if we ever talked about that.
I do know that. So hopefully I get to see Wildwood this summer.
Live in effect, September. Let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah, my parents are gearing up. Candace, what's going on?
Hi, how's it going, guys?
Not too bad. Where you at?
I'm in Dallas,
Right on.
Texas.
I heard there's no pandemic there.
Oh my gosh, it's a wild, wild west out here.
Yeah, you got the hat.
Texas is worse.
I mean, maybe Miami's worse right now, but
oh my gosh, yeah, let's not even go there.
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
How's everything? You doing all right?
Everything's well. You know, we're obviously reopening. It's been a process here, but food and beverage still continues to thrive.
That's good. Glad to hear that. Steva, you're appropriate. Kapari gear.
Yeah, listen, I gotta stay warm.
What is it, 55 there?
Look, first of all, I wish you would. Secondly, March in Alabama is wild as hell. We had a tornado touchdown probably 5 miles from my house last week, so it's no big deal. Here we are.
Wow. All right.
It's cold and rainy the entire month here. So
okay. All right. Aaron, what's happening?
What's going on?
You're in the lab.
I'm in the layer. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. In this balmy weather, 68 degrees in Baltimore.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. We're living our best tropical life out here.
Time to hit the pool, man.
I feel that.
Yeah, that's plenty warm. Come on.
I mean, there's a tan that awaits me really, really soon. So I'm excited.
Right on. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you in a little bit. Good luck over there. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to business. So Monique Bracket the topic is the World of Rum Punch, rooted in Wray Nephew, which you're going to give us a lot of background on and take us through 3 of them, which is super cool. We usually only do 1. So details, aloha to all, chat box and questions. You can write your questions, whether it either be on Facebook or otherwise. We're happy to answer those. Please do share the event out however you'd like. Excited to get that out there. We'll have a presentation, we'll do cocktails, and then we'll bring Candace back. So a little background on Monique. Caribbean heritage to help the spirits trade discover the rich history behind Jamaican rum in her role as Jamaican rum portfolio ambassador. Grew up in Brooklyn, as stated. Don't want to embrace Jersey. It's all right. I get it. I actually lived in New York for 12 years as well. Cultivated the respect of the culture, discovering the food, the music, the region's rums, fascinated by her heritage and everything it had to offer. You were living in Trinidad and Tobago for 10 years. You began your career in the spirits industry there and found a natural affinity for her role as exports manager at Carib Brewery, Trinidad's leading alcoholic beverage company. After 7 years there, you joined Wray Nephew as the regional sales manager and have now evolved in your passion for spirits education as Jamaican Rum's portfolio ambassador. And we're looking forward to having you on some subsequent sessions with some other people as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to joining you guys. And thank you for the introduction. Hello, everyone. So because I'm doing Wray Nephew today, I have to start off with a different greeting than I usually start off with for Appleton Estate. So in our office, our greeting for Wray Nephew is pull up.
Nice.
Right, so we're starting this off right. I want to welcome everybody to the World of Rum Punch. So, it's funny, when I was thinking about a topic to talk about, I was like, you know what? Let me go back to the basics, because when we think of rum punch, it's become so like cliche, right? And it's like, oh yeah, give me your rum punch. But the rum punch is so diverse, and I think there's so many different things you can do with it. And today we're going to go through some of those options. But let's take a little walk down memory lane, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
And I think it's interesting. I hadn't actually thought about it too much, but it's interesting conceptually that it is another cocktail category that has had such a rough time, right? It's been, kind of gone through a rough transition and isn't perceived at the kind of history and quality level, which you could say about a lot of these, right? So yeah. I'm interested to get more of the context here, which, I probably haven't engaged in at a deep level.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of wanted to cover the rum punch first in my sessions with you guys. It's like, the rum punch, when you go to the islands, every island has a different spin on it, right? And it's based on the indigenous rum of the island. And so, but when I think about the rum punch, the origin of it is Jamaican rum. And you're talking about that molasses overtone, that banana fruitiness. And I think that's really what the rum punch, the origination of it kind of leads to, and people associate the rum punch with Jamaica. So yeah, let's talk a bit about the origin, because obviously you got to know your history to know where you're going, right? So it first became popular, obviously. The West Indian Islands were, British colonies back in the 17th century. And so back then, the sailors, they got a pint of beer and a pint of wine as their allowance. And so when they realized that the Jamaican rum itself was like almost like a preservation, they decided to swap that out. And you've got all this citrus, all of the sugar from the sugarcane cultivation taking place on the island. And so you've got this lovely libation that just lasted the entire journey. And so it was easy to just swap that out. And rum has been produced throughout the Caribbean for centuries now. So you're talking about a liquid that is just balancing out a cocktail such as the rum punch. There's 14 cocktails that we know of that calls for Jamaican rum, and I think a lot of them, when you think as to the reference of it, it's Wray Nephew. So, speaking of my favorite brand, we're going to talk a bit about Wray Nephew and why the brand itself is so it's so synonymous to cocktails like the rum punch. You're talking about this liquid is 126 proof, right? And for some people, they hear that and they think, oh, burn, offsetting. But we have become the bartender's baby because of the balance of the Wray Nephew Overproof rum. It's a very well-recognized rum, not just through the Caribbean, but in the European nation, Canada, the US. And so we're really proud of what our product has been able to do over the years. It is undiluted. It's not for the person who's going to just sip neat. It is a mix. It's got a wonderful mixability to it that I think can be used in a lot of cocktails. It takes on citrus very well, and it also takes on a lot of spice as well. So I think Wray Nephew is just like the tagline says, guaranteed full strength. It's a full strength overproof rum. It does not make any apologies for that. And it's a liquid that I think everybody, once you garner the taste for it, you'll like.
Can you tell us, because we've got a pretty nerdy group of people, can you tell us a little bit more about production process with Wray and Nephew?
Right. So Wray and Nephew is produced at our New Yarmouth facility in Jamaica. And it's the same process that Appleton Estate goes through with the columns and the pot still. It's the same process of that. It's just you've got that top notes and the heads and the stills coming together, and it's filtered, so it's not aged, right? Now I'll tell you one thing I learned about Wray Nephew over my time of working at the facility is that there's no flavor added to this. So when people say, "Oh, it tastes like banana," it's often asked, "Is there flavor that's added?" There's no flavor that's added to Wray Nephew White Overproof. You get that from the production process. You get that from the cane and the distillate process. So that's a natural flavor that you're tasting. Got it.
So blend of pot and column,
yes,
produced at one facility.
Correct.
Can you reveal, about the blend? What percentages, or you guys don't disclose that?
Yeah, we don't disclose that. That's another corporate situation. We don't disclose the blends in terms of percentages with neither one of the brands.
Yeah. Right. I figured I'd try.
You almost got there.
There's a lot of love on the internet here. Everybody's favorite Overproof, all that stuff going on right now. So glad to hear that. Yeah.
I know that, it's so funny because when you live in the Caribbean and you're from the Caribbean, this is a bottle that you see like predominantly all your life. And it's not until you come away from the environment that you understand how much it's appreciated. And I just love the fact that the first time people taste Wray Nephew, they're surprised. They're like, "Oh my God, this is really good." I love that.
Got it. So not aged, just filtered.
Correct.
Right? That's what we can know. Okay. 126 proof?
126 proof. So when you look on the bottle, it says 63% alcohol by volume, but the proof is double that.
Yep. Yeah. Right on. Okay, cool. Keep going.
Sure. All right, so let's talk general punch cocktail because we're gonna do riff punch cocktail. I didn't want to make the original today. I was like, everybody knows that what's in the punch cocktail. But typically, and what I would suggest to people is really look at it in terms of large volume and batch volume. We're gonna make individuals today because I obviously don't want to have 3 large batch rum cocktails here with me today, although I would drink it all. But typically you want to look at the punch cocktail as something that you're going to do in a large format. So the original recipe will call for a batch of about 25 to 30 cocktails once you're doing it in a punch bowl or a large tiki serve or something of that nature. I would definitely suggest keeping it in that large batch so that you get that melting of flavors that come together when you put everything in one large serving. But today we're going to make individual serves. So we're going to make some riffs that we've come up with in our Campari Academy kitchen. And I wanted to take everyone through what it looks like. The recipes that you're going to see are for large batch. And like I said, I suggest trying them out as large batch options for your drinkers, that whoever you're serving, whether it's at home.
And how many do these serve?
25. Oh, so the large batch serves 25 to 30 cocktails.
Got it.
So these recipes
so one person, maybe 2, right?
Say that again.
One person, maybe 2 for an evening. You're good with that?
Yeah.
That's a joke.
That's a joke. I know. Yeah. So the recipes that you see are for large batch, but I'm gonna take it down to an individual serve.
Perfect.
My individual serve is 16 ounces, by the way.
Oh, all right. That's a healthy serve.
That's a healthy serve. No, if you go to Jamaica and you ask for a rum punch, it's gonna be in a large glass. It's not going to be like sip and go. No, it's take and go. So, all right, let's go to it. So our first cocktail that we're going to be going through is the sorrel spritz punch. So sorrel is very synonymous in the Caribbean, especially in Jamaica. The hibiscus is something that's readily available. It's drank throughout the year. It is something that typically you see around Christmas, but because the flavor is so spicy, but not hot spice, right? It's floral spice. It's used a lot in cocktails in Jamaica. So I wanted to highlight that. So the first cocktail we're gonna make is the sorrel spritz punch. Oh, that's a lot to say. Whoa. Okay. So first up, you're going to put ice in your cup glass. I picked out these cute mason jars that you can take on the go, because especially right now we've got this whole to-go concept, and I think this is something that for our bartenders and our restaurants and bars works really well. So you're going to go ahead and fill up the glass or the cup or your hurricane glass or whatever you're using. You don't want to fill it up too much. I fill up halfway with ice first, so that you can get all of the ingredients in the container. And then you're going to do 3 ounces of Wray Nephew White Overproof. Rum punches are meant to be boozy. You're not, you want a little kick. So you're going to be a little boozy on the rum punch. So you're going to do 3 ounces. And you're mixing everything in the container itself.
Yeah, and that's always typical. It's always
typical. Yeah,
very
you let
convenient.
everything marry in the glass. That's where they marry. Right? So you do 3 ounces of the Wray Nephew. You do 2 ounces of the hibiscus syrup. So basically, it's steeping the sorrel flower. You add in cinnamon. I like to add in cinnamon, cloves, and some sugar when I'm steeping. And then I draw it down and let it sit overnight. And then in the morning, what I do is I add then your equal part sugar, water to make your simple syrup. I like mine a little bit darker just because I like that look that you see in the cup. So I like to add just a little bit more. So you're going to do about 2 ounces of the syrup. For those of you who don't want it so sweet, you can do 1.5 ounces. So the syrup goes in. Like I said, I like mine really dark. And then you're going to do 2 ounces of lemon juice. Freshly squeezed lemon works much better. And in the bartender community, we love our freshly squeezed lemon. So I would say stick with that. If you've got a substitute, try to do your freshly squeezed lemons. It goes a long way in a rum punch.
Yeah, I think we could ask this group to do that.
Yes, please. I would appreciate that. And then you're going to use Prosecco of your choice. Now, because it's Campari, we use Cinzano. I couldn't find it, so we're going to go ahead and use another option. All right. So we're going to do 3 ounces of Prosecco. All right. Good. Perfect. And then you've got your lemon wheels. So you add in your lemon wheels at the end. And I like to put a lot of lemons in the rum punch because it gives that natural fruitiness. So you put the lemons in at the end. Nice. And then because this already has a straw, I'm going to use this as a stir, but then just put the top on. You can do that and just stir. And stir that hibiscus syrup from the bottom. And voila. And that's your sorrel spritz punch.
Looks great. Looks good for
Perfect.
Aaron
Next
for the
one.
pool today, you know?
I want to be at the pool with this so much.
Right. You got to have to send me one of those, you know, what is that, 1.5 liter jug there? So I can
you
make
like
that.
this? This is a 1.75.
There you go.
1.75. You gotta walk with the big jug. Like you gotta walk with the big boy when you're walking with Ray, you know?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, next one. Let's do it.
Yeah, next is our spiced pineapple punch. So I'm a lover of pineapple. I love, love, love pineapple. Again, we're going to fill up our glasses with half of that ice. This one I'm gonna add a little bit more ice at the end. Just because you want it to dilute a bit because of the spice in the with the ingredients you're going to see here. So again, 3 ounces of the Wray Nephew. All right. And make sure that the Wray goes first. Because you want to give it time. You want to give the Wray time to sit in that ice and like cool down a bit, right?
I like how Ray is a person, you know?
I speak up. So in Jamaica, we say Wray and his nephew. Right?
So familiar.
So familiar, right? And then next, you're going to do 2 ounces of Falerna. Of course, bartenders, I know you're probably familiar with it, with this particular liqueur. I recently got familiar with it, and I love the taste. I love the taste. So you're doing 2 ounces of that. Right? And then you're going to do 4 ounces of pineapple juice. Now, I like fresh pineapple juice, but you can use like the box or the bottle pineapple juice if you can't get fresh pineapple juice. I would say either way, that's fine. All right, so you're gonna do 4 ounces.
It's a fair trade-off.
Yeah,
Juice
it's a
your
fair
lemon.
trade.
If you got to, go buy the pineapple.
Correct. Perfect. And then this is where we're going to add some more ice before we add the last ingredient, which is the soda water. Because the soda water is really just a top off. It's gonna just to add a little fizzle to it. All right, so you're gonna add a little on the top. And then you're going to garnish with pineapple. So you're going to garnish with the pineapple again. Remember, fresh fruit in these type of cocktails are the best. Fresh fruit. So I'm using cored pineapple. And I'm just going to put that down. And then we're going to put the straw in. And I did some star anise on the top as well. And we're going to stir that up, get that Wray from that bottom with the ice. Don't kill me. I'm not using craft ice. Don't kill me, people.
Wow.
Right? And there you go. Your spiced pineapple punch. I'm going to take a little sip of that one. Ooh, yes. Lovely. Okay.
All right. We'll go to the next one.
We got a next one? We got time to do the next one?
Oh, yeah, we're good. We're doing great.
I'm going to take my time on this one.
Okay.
So, people always think about rum punch for the summer and spring and tropical weather. And I wanted to show that rum punch has versatility and can be consumed in what would be a non-traditional time. And I think when you put something like cold brew coffee with rum, you're just zhuzhing up to a whole nother level, right? And you can drink that in the winter when it's cold, and that rum just warms you from the inside, you know? So I wanted to do this one to show everyone that we've got this winter cockpit coffee punch, and it's so yummy. So let's get to it.
All right.
Again, ice, obviously. And this one, I don't put all the ice just yet because I'm gonna have to like bring together the flavors of the coffee and the rum and the cream of coconut. So you've got another 3 ounces of Wray.
Why do less? Come on now.
Why do less? Right. Why would you do less? 3 ounces it is.
You don't want to disappoint Wray.
Yeah, and this is a 16-ounce glass. So you really want to get, you want to get that kick. So 3 ounces. All right. All right.
I think it's the first time I've ever seen anybody jigger with a 1.75 before. That's a good combo. You got the handle, the jigger, good combo.
Oh, thanks, Vic, because I'm not a bartender by trade, right?
You're doing great.
Because I've been doing all this practicing at home, like I'm really starting to get down my hand technique. So thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, and then next you're gonna do 2 ounces of cream of coconut. Now, why cream of coconut before the coffee? You gotta let that coconut and the Wray melt together before you put that coffee in. All right, so I tried it the other way and I saw the difference. There's a huge difference in putting the coconut versus the coffee first. When you put the coffee at the bottom, it just doesn't have that consistency. So I tried it the other way and I said, yeah, coconut first. All right, so again, 2 ounces of cream of coconut. All right. I mean, coconut and Wray and coffee. Come on, you can't go wrong with that.
Sounds delicious.
You can't go wrong with that. And then you're going to do your cold brew coffee. So this is the first time I've actually worked with cold brew in a cocktail. And I was just like, wow, why haven't we been doing this all along with rum? Because it just works. So on this one, you're going to do 3 ounces of the cold brew coffee.
Any cold brew in particular you recommend with this?
No, there's nothing in particular. I only tried one. I didn't try a bunch to see, but I don't think there would be much of a difference.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna put that in first and then put the ice in next, top it off, and then you're going to stir. You're gonna stir before you put the grated cinnamon on top. All right. Stir up. Sorry guys, I'm not using an actual spoon. Now I'm gonna grate some cinnamon. I also grounded some cinnamon as well too, but the grating is enough. I grounded some cinnamon and I actually grounded it with some nutmeg as well too when I tried it on the first go round, and just the nutmeg just threw it off. So I would say the cinnamon is all you need. So you grate that cinnamon. You can also smoke the cinnamon stick if you want before you grate it to give it that extra smokiness. That will taste good too. And then you go ahead and close that off. And you've got a Wray Nephew Winter Cockpit Coffee Punch.
Put it back up so everybody can see it.
Lovely.
Sounds like a really good kind of like Vietnamese coffee with booze.
Correct. That it gave me that feel. Yeah, that's the feel that it gave me. But it's really, like for coffee drinkers who like just want a little bit of kick, even people who aren't really coffee drinkers, I think this is a good way to try a cocktail with a coffee. Because like I know people who aren't coffee drinkers, but they would drink this because it has Wray in it. So yeah, it's really good. So you got 3 options here to work with, additionally to your original rum punch.
There you go. Yeah, it looks like we need to do these at Tiki and Wildwood at the pool. That seems like a place that these need to be drunk.
Yes, I would love to. I'd love to have this in Wildwood. Just let me know when.
yeah. You even said it right. Wildwood.
Did I say it? Well,
You said it right. Good job. You don't pronounce the D really. It's like Wildwood.
Wildwood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it
is.
Just is, you know.
I love it. I love it. But this has been fantastic. I love the fact that we're able to talk about the rum punch in different ways. And I hope to see everybody's different variations and riffs really soon.
Yeah, that sounds great. I have a question here. What about hot drinks? Any ideas with Wray and hot drinks?
Yes. So this winter, I did a white hot chocolate with Wray.
Ooh,
and that was yummy. And I did it with banana syrup, white chocolate chips that were melted. It was 2 ounces of Wray and half and half.
Nice.
So good. So good. Yeah.
That sounds like a good move.
It was.
Awesome. What else you got for us? Any other words of wisdom you want to drop on our crew here?
Well, what I'll say is this. This is a great time to work with Wray Nephew as a product. We're doing a lot of things on the ground in different ways. I think Wray Nephew is definitely a liquid that you can utilize a bit more, and people should just experiment with it. You know, it's got a lot of depth. It's got the balance. You can utilize it, like I said, in 14 different tropical cocktails. But I also want to get a point where we see it elevated into maybe that simple cocktail realm. It doesn't always have to be juice and combination. There's ways that you can work with it. I know a number of bartenders here in New York City who are doing fantastic things with Wray. Keep it going. And I really thank everybody for continuing to support our products on a whole.
Nice. Those 14 cocktails, where can we find those if people want to dig into some more stuff with Wray?
Right. So what I can do is I can't, you know who I would ask if Anna Louise is on here? Anna Louise Marquise. Shameless plug for Anna Louise. If she's on here, there's I forget the name of the book, but she's the one who found that we've got these wonderful classic cocktails that call for Jamaican rum, and the original would have been based on Appleton and Wray Nephew.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, we'll have to plug around that one.
Yes.
Very cool.
Caught me off guard with that one.
Those.
Next time I'll be ready.
I'm really upset I'm not drinking those right now.
Man.
But hey, you know, now I know. Now I got the specs.
Yeah, and keep it large, people. Keep it large. Let's keep it large. Enjoy the cocktail. Enjoy Wray and Nephew. You know, just take your time with it. It's got that balance. Just take your time with it.
Awesome. Here, I'll put up your info for people. So Mo Rum.
Yes.
Very good. IG.
Yes.
And then this is your email. People want to follow up with some different questions for you. Wait, we got one here. Did I answer it? Oh, where do we find the jars?
The mason jars?
Yeah, the ones you have there. Those are good jars. Ah, there you go.
I found them at Target. I thought they were really cute, and they're a really good option for drinks in the bar as well. I don't particularly like the top, but it could pass. I know they have ones with the spout.
What's good is usually people are talking about some stuff they found at some really, really obscure place, and this time at least those can be found by everybody.
Exactly. You know? Yeah. Yeah, they're regular ball. They're ball mason jars. So yeah. But I think honestly you could find them at any Target online. Cool. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you very much. We're gonna bring you back, but we're gonna leave you for one moment while we do our Tiki family questions. Be right back.
I'm gonna take a drink.
Yeah, do it. Hello. Hi, Candace.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on? Are you ready?
I'm ready. She made me thirsty.
Yeah,
You might
seriously.
be thirsty too.
I'm like, I don't need that drink.
I think I have
I'm
stuff
like,
to
I
do
really
today. I'm not
need those
sure.
drinks. I need those drinks at my pool immediately.
Oh,
That's what I need to
100%.
have happen.
That
Right now.
coconut one though.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. Tasty. Aaron, make that happen. You can make those, and then send me the 1.75.
Yeah, got him.
Cool.
Heard.
All right.
Yeah, Erin, we should have had a conversation with her about like what her favorite cane mixer with.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
That
For Wray
guava
Nephew?
punch, guava punch would essentially just be 1-to-1, and then we're fire.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's so fire. Candace is dropping the camera.
I don't know what's
Can't even
going on
handle
over
it.
here.
Hit him with the
Can't
heat.
handle it.
Hit him with the heat.
I mean, 3
All right.
ounces of Wray Nephew will get you there.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Exactly. No shortcut, Ray. All right. 5 questions. Weirdest thing you saw in Wildwood? Weirdest.
Oh.
Is it too soon to bring back the jumpsuits?
It's never too soon. Tell everybody about
Aaron,
the
don't you have
jumpsuits.
a set?
I don't have one. I'm not allowed to have one.
Oh my goodness. Well, we
Yeah.
can blame that on Bradford.
Yeah. Do you want to tell everybody about them? Not everybody's going to know what you're talking about here.
Man, I wish I would have submitted a picture for that, but it was obviously probably one of the coldest Tiki by the Seas in our history.
Here's a picture of you with Dave. That's it.
So we obviously on the boardwalk we had some special suits made that were sponsored by multiple brands.
Special suits. Onesies, if you will. Yeah.
I have that picture.
You can get anything on the boardwalk. It's great.
I mean,
All you
I
need.
still have mine. I wear them.
It's all America needs. Everything America needs can be found on the Wildwood Boardwalk.
I'm
100%.
yes.
All right. Favorite quote from Steve Casey.
Oh Lord.
Oh, get on the bus.
Just a loud yell.
Remember,
Get on the
we
bus.
missed the bus, so I'll never forget that.
Oh yeah, that's not that's a good move.
Punctuality is my love language, so here we are.
Understand. I totally
Not a
understand.
move.
I think Joe Riggs pulled us out of the hole in that one.
He's good. He's good like that. All right. Favorite meal Wildwood my dad did not make. Favorite meal. Not from Tom.
Oh, man, I was hoping you were going to ask me about hukalau because I don't really remember too many meals.
Wow, that's not good. What do you mean you don't remember them?
A lot of rum, a lot of cachaça. But I definitely, I really appreciated the Stephen Halpin dinner from Patron.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Beach Creek.
Really tasty.
Yeah,
Beach Creek.
Absolutely.
The pig. Yep. All right. Favorite Tiki by the Sea memory. Anywhere.
Oh,
Can be anywhere.
Man, that's so hard to choose one. Anything that involves Brother Cleve.
Oh, Cleve.
So
I
great.
think we're going to have him back. I think he's coming back on.
I hope so.
Yeah.
He's an icon.
He is an he's had some great moments in Tiki history for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah,
like
it's really
my
hard to
favorite was
choose
that
one,
time he
honest.
couldn't even get his set started because he was too drunk. By the time he finally set up his music equipment, he got to play half a song and the cops shut it down because literally took him like 45 minutes to get set up.
That was the longest.
Right.
That was the longest setup
Garnish
ever.
wars, too. Those were fun.
Drops something, somebody starts talking to him. Yeah,
I think we had to help him like cart everything down too. Like I think I took down 2 turntables and everything. Like so he didn't have a lot of heavy lifting either. So
Listen, I learned something every year at Tiki by the Sea, and that was the first year that Cleve DJ'd with actual records.
Oh yeah.
I didn't put him in a ground floor room because I didn't know that he was going to have crates of records to be carted up and downstairs. So I learned my lesson.
There you go.
How did he get all those there? Did he ship those?
No, he drove
drove.
down. Drove him down
Okay.
Yeah.
from Boston. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Steven incorporated Tiki CrossFit with Brother Cleve's DJ equipment.
Listen, I'm here for you. That's me looking out for you.
Appreciate it. You know?
I obviously had something else to do when those records needed to be carted down. So you and Bob, and, you know.
Brilliant. All right. Tell us something good about Dallas.
Oh, Dallas. I mean, we're still growing. I'm actually in the process of opening a new concept, a new boutique hotel with 10 concepts in it. So
wow, just 10.
It's crazy. You would think in the middle of these times that people would have kind of recessed, but it's actually been a silver lining in a lot of regard. So
that's great. That's
just looking for some talent out here if you guys know anybody.
Send me something because Nate's over there. So
yes. Happy birthday,
I could definitely forward it around. And then we're just talking to somebody else from out there. So yeah, send me a job description.
Oh yeah. Happy birthday, Nate.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Nate. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Happy 21st. He's heading to Miami. You know, live it up.
No, gosh, no.
Just kidding. He's old. He's old. You know, good old Nate. All right. Very cool. Great to see you. Let's get Monique back.
Yeah, thanks.
Are you done drinking those?
Not yet. I got 16 times 3.
Right. How's the rest of your day looking? You gonna be really efficient on the old computer later?
I'm gonna stay away from emails later.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Monique, you're my hero for the day.
I love it. Caribbean girls, you know, it's in the blood. It's in the blood.
Oh wait! I missed a question. For you. Everybody knows about Wray and Ting as a classic combo. What's your favorite highball? Otherwise,
Rum Party.
Oh, look at that! Circle it back to the mother brand.
So let me break down what the Rum Party is because it's my favorite. It's 1 part Campari, 1 part Wray Nephew, splash with some cranberry juice or grapefruit soda, and there you go. There you go.
Very cool.
You are speaking my language.
Yeah.
You see, I
making up right now.
had to put
You
on
see me? I got a button up for this.
When you talk about Rum Party, you got to bring out the accent. You can't, Rum Party, Yeah.
Love it. All right, hold on. Don't go anywhere. Next 2 weeks from now, we have Bailey Pryor. He's going to be talking about rum, the first global spirit, going really deep on the history. We hope to catch you guys. Thank you, everybody. Monique, Candace, great to see everybody. Good luck with everything. Excited to get back into the world and hopefully see you guys IRL soon.
Okay, so you guys give me one last pull up. Ready?
Yeah.
Pull up.
Oh my God.
Great way to
be with us always.
Yeah, it will. We'll remember that forever. All right. Talk to you guys.
Bye, guys.